Okay. Okay, also good morning from my side. Yeah, my name is Georg Dallinger. I'm with Joanneum Research and I'm coordinating the project. Yeah, as Ben already said, about 3 years ago we started the project. Of course, the preparations for the project even started 1.5 years earlier. So at that time, the first ideas on a potential future format for television was born, and at that time, and I think it's still the case, the situation was that on the one side there are numerous formats for broadcast production on the visual side as well as on the acoustic side, and on the other side the number of terminals. Not at that point of time, but over the course of the project, of course, get also bigger and bigger. So in the beginning, we had more or less the normal television set, either supporting standard television or standard definition or high definition resolutions. But now we also have to cope with all the different mobile devices from smartphones to tablets. Yeah, and the problem, of course, on the production side is if you want to cater for all these devices, you have to make sure that what you are capturing in the beginning could at some point in time transformed to a resolution, to a view, to an acoustic representation suitable for the device you are having at the end user. Yes, and the new formats, ultra high definition television, either in 4K or 8K, or also used for the super high vision system from NHK, of course, make things not easier but more complex, because all of them are more or less a system in itself, without easy transitions between the different resolutions and between the different audio configurations used. So what is the idea behind the project? The project starts, and I hope there is some sort of, just stepping down here. So the project starts with acquisition. And the aim is not to look on the individual devices and let them be individuals, but we are trying to make a so-called scene acquisition, so gathering all the information on all the devices which are used to capture parts of the information and put them into relation, so that later on we know, for example, if this camera looks here and this panoramic camera also looks at the same, or also captures the same part of the scene, then we could interrelate these bits and use them for smart combinations. So that this shows that of course audio is an equal important part in acquisition, and we are using different devices from shotgun microphones to ambient microphone setups, not to capture individual sounds but also the whole soundscape. Yeah, the next point, of course, is how we are transmitting this information on the first side to the production part, and the even bigger task is to distribute all the information to the different terminal devices. And here we have to keep in mind that there will be terminal devices with high processing power, which are able to cope with the whole information, but there will also be devices like mobiles again, which are having not enough processing power, and so you have to do some of the processing in the network itself. And that leads to the 4 main your terminal categories. I think I've more or less going through that quickly. So we are, in the project, we are focusing on three quite different terminal devices. The first one is a very big viewing environment using maybe a 180-degree projection screen, using also a sound setup where you could really reproduce the whole soundscape. Going further to the normal home environment where you probably have currently an HD TV set, maybe in future a 4K set, which is not capable of presenting the high resolution panorama, which we are also capturing. And so the idea is there to also investigate on interaction possibilities with the TV set, how you are navigating in high resolution views, high resolution panoramas, new means to control also the audio scene. And finally, as already said, mobile terminals where you normally have a very low resolution screen, where you probably have just stereo audio at hand, and you have to be able to address that. Good. And so that are the areas FascinatE is focusing on. On the first side, how to capture a high definition and definitions beyond the currently available high definition visual and acoustic information. Then on the second side is how you are automatically infer information which you then could use to maybe automatically select different views in the content, which at the end user side you can propose to the end user, which you consume then in a lean back manner. We are looking on all the delivery aspects, and especially in this aspect, how you are partitioning, processing work between in-network devices and the terminal devices. And finally, when we are reaching the end user, then we are looking on new ways to provide interactivity for interaction with the TV content, and also to control the presentation device. Yes, and finally, there are also a couple of spots we are not working on, deliberately not working in the project. So we are not working on 3D or stereo production. That could be anyhow an extension to all the work we are doing in FascinatE, but I think we have other issues to solve first, and then could incorporate such things also in a system, in a future system. The same is more or less true for looking into other color representations and color systems going beyond current possibilities of capturing devices and also the display devices. And finally, we are also not looking into compression research or compression technology, because this is one means to be used in the delivery, but is not as such a very important point. Yes, having said that, I wish you an interesting day here, and you will get further information on all of the different bits and pieces which I just shortly presented by my colleagues. And Omar.